everybody, and welcome to patch 12.12 preview. Riot has now put up which champions are being buffed, which champions are being nerfed, and which champions are being adjusted. We're gonna go through the more complicated, or I guess more controversial ones here, and actually talk about it. So in order from top to the bottom, this is patch 12.12. This will come out in a week and a half. This is not out now. Tomorrow they'll put up the specific changes. We might go over that. But for now, we're going to talk about why are these champions being buffed and nerfed. So first up, we have a Mumu. Now, a Mumu is not doing great. In a meta where tanks are as a whole doing quite well due to the buffs they just received, a Mumu at the low ranks hasn't even reached 52% win rate. When we're seeing other tanks who scale better up the ranks, remember, a Mumu falls off a cliff and stops existing after the low ranks. But we can see this is at the old ranks, this is at the low ranks. Unlike other tanks who are starting to excel here, a Mumu is not. He's doing quite bad. Annie, I'm not even going to go through with Annie, so shockingly, when everybody gets tankier, a champion who relies on one-shotting people probably isn't doing very well. I don't even need to go and look into that one. Hopefully, they probably are pushing her Q cooldown to like 3.5 so she can compete better in a tankier environment. Blitzcrank, same thing as Annie, don't really need to talk about that one. Everyone's tankier, so Blitzcrank is doing worse. Heimerdinger, I don't actually understand what's going on with Heimerdinger. He's like a tri-laning wonder. At all ranks, he's not doing very well in top lane. If we go to Platinum, Heimer is... How far down is he? I'm trying to... Nope, can't... Okay, Heimer is not showing up in top lane at all. So he doesn't even have a 0.5% pick rate, which is good. Actually, fuck Heimerdinger. We should not be buffing him. Fuck him. Heimer shouldn't get buffed, right? Please, unless you actually go through and really balance him, he's a piece of shit. Please, please, please do not buff him, actually. I don't, please don't do that one, man. Okay, so Ivern, what's going on with Ivern? I don't really actually understand what's going on with Ivern. He's weak, apparently, but I thought he would actually do better. Nope, he's doing considerably shit. Okay, so he's just really bad. I don't know. I don't know why he's doing bad. Jarvan, what's going on with Jarvan? I guess he's a little underpowered. He missed the mark a little bit, I guess, and so they give him a little bit of a buff. Seraphine, Yorick, both those champions have been a bit underpowered for a while, so I don't really care. I'm hoping they don't overbuff Yorick. He becomes quite frustrating to deal with, actually, if he's good. We've seen that a lot in the past seasons. Every time Yorick becomes too good, he kind of actually starts becoming quite frustrating. As with Heimerdinger, I'm really hoping Riot takes the time to really look at Yorick's numbers and maybe give him balance adjustments in an area he needs, and not just go, he does more damage, his numbers are higher, so his win rate went up. Like, that's boring. Don't do that. As for the nerfs, Bel'Veth. Okay, let's talk about Bel'Veth. Bel'Veth is very poorly designed. I'm sorry, whoever designed Bel'Veth. Look, it doesn't matter how cool you think the champion is. It doesn't matter how interesting they are to play. They are very poorly designed if they can be, what is she? Bell, if she's 43% win rate at Masters Plus, 47% win rate at Plat Plus, and then shockingly at all ranks, so this is at the lower ranks, she's 51% pick rate with a 40% ban rate, 13% pick rate. I'm sorry, whoever designed her, you fucked up. I'm sorry, that's just the honest to God truth. She's clearly extremely overpowered, and something needs to be done. A champion who's just been released should never have a 50% or more win rate in the first week. Nobody knows how to play this champion. Everyone is first timing them. They should not have more than like a 45% win rate right now to be balanced. This is a complete failure of a design. Dr. Mundo. Well, okay, so I think everyone knows what's going on here. Dr. Mundo is shockingly broken at the low ranks. Again, for like the 9th time. I'm begging you, Riot, could you please nerf Q spamming in his ultimate? Please. Okay, look, when you Q spam in his ultimate, he's very good at the low ranks. That's the thing. His ultimate gives him attack damage, and then he just runs at people just going chop, 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 throwing Qs. Cleaver, chop, cleaver, chop. That's all he needs to do, okay? You need to nerf that, potentially just remove the attack damage from his ultimate entirely, put more power into his W, okay? He needs to be more than a stat checker. He does have a kit that could be more interesting, it's just his W is so weirdly underpowered that nobody even uses it properly, nobody does anything with it. Just please, right, actually take the time on Dr. Mundo, actually take the time to go through here once again. Don't just blind buff, blind nerf, okay? Take the time, go through, push that W up, push his ult stats down. I guarantee he'll be more balanced at every rank. Okay, FIORA is the most disgusting piece of shit ever designed. She's overpowered at the low ranks, she's overpowered at Platinum, and she is literally breaking the fucking game at Masters Plus. I'm begging you on this one, Riot. I've had to ban this champion for 7 years. Let me be blunt, and I might make a video on this in the future, just on FIORA. Look, Riot, here's the issue. A counter pick that can be first picked means that she's extraordinarily powerful into the champions she counters, while at the same time she's quite strong into everyone else too. She's blatantly overstat. The percent health true damage was going to be pretty obvious on that one, okay? Riot, I'm begging you right now, please. It's been 7 years of having to permaban FIORA. A counter pick should be a counter pick. She should not be first pickable. If you don't want her to be a counter pick, then you need to nerf down her parry, you need to nerf down her passive, you need to nerf down her mobility in a way that if I'm trying to play Aatrox into her, or if I'm trying to play any of these champions that she counters, right, I can actually play into her and still participate in the game. Okay, you gotta do something so that she doesn't just sit here at a 20 to 30% ban rate forever, because every Kled picker, every Aatrox picker has to ban her to even play League of Legends. Okay, admit it, she's shittily balanced. It's 7 years of having to ban FIORA. Just kill her. Okay, Janna should have actually been nerfed last patch. This is Masters Plus. We can see Janna at 54% win rate. That's quite overpowered. At Plat Plus, we can see Janna at a 54%. She's actually insanely overpowered. She should have tripped the margins for getting hotfix nerfed 2 patches now. I think she's not really popular enough to get nerfed on the hotfixes maybe, but she's been very overpowered for a while. Lucian, okay, so the problem is Lucian Nami is just stupidly overpowered. It's at the point where, yeah, you can see his win rate isn't insane, but his ban rate is reaching 20%. If we go to Masters Plus, his ban rate goes down a little bit, but the problem there is everyone has to ban, shockingly, Zeri. Get it? Shockingly Zeri. Yeah, okay. So, okay, the issue is Lucian Nami is way too strong. Lucian is too strong with certain champions. You gotta nerf down his passive, so Lucian Nami doesn't just level 2 all-in kill you from full, okay? Please do that. That would make him better balanced. Okay, Singed. Let's talk about Singed. Singed mid is somehow breaking the game. Maybe not at Masters Plus. Okay, at Masters Plus, he does seem to be balanced in mid lane, but somehow at Plat Plus and at all rank, Singed mid is literally annihilating League of Legends as we know it. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. In fact, I don't know what's going on here. If I'm gonna be blunt with you, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Singed, but apparently Singed mid is destroying everybody. I don't know. Viego, okay, so the thing about Viego jungle tends to be very overpowered, even at a 49% win rate. Even at a 48% win rate, he's very, 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 very overpowered. This champion tends to need to be 47 to 46% win rate to be balanced. The fact that he can even reach 49% makes him overpowered. That's just how it works. He's very overpowered right now. I fought a level 5 Viego. I was playing Aatrox. I was level 7 to his level 5. This fucker managed to do 1,600 damage to me, level 5. Because his sustained damage is just so crazy high right now. He does so much percent health damage and then he heals off it. So everybody getting more health just sort of made him more powerful. His sustained damage being so high meant that in a sustained damage environment, he just got way more powerful. Zeri is shockingly broken. I made the same joke twice. She's crazy overpowered right now, just insanely overpowered, just insanely overpowered. Okay, so for Katarina, I'm not gonna go over the win rates. They're just trying to adjust stuff. Okay, so for Katarina, what they did is I'm assuming they want to stop her from building that dumbass Divine Sunderer build where she just she just gets Divine Sunderer and then she just spams E on top of you, proccing the Divine Sunderer, proccing the Gnasher's Tooth, never actually having to hit any of her abilities really, just sort of killing you by maybe hitting a couple ticks of her ult, maybe one dagger, where you dodge the majority of her kit and she just autos you to death, spamming E on hit. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to adjust here. As for Shaco, I don't know what's going on with Shaco. I don't have any opinion. If you guys want to fill me in on this one, feel fine. If anyone wants to tell me what's going on with Shaco, but a lot of people apparently don't think he's good despite him being good. They just don't like where he's good. Right now I think he's good with Stridebreaker, but apparently people want to build him like an assassin. I don't know, maybe they'll give him lethality ratios, I don't know. Yuumi, I can actually explain this one. So for some reason, and I'll never understand this one, Riot decided they were going to nerf her zoomies and her shield. So they nerfed her bop and block, that's her shield, and they nerfed her heal. Then they basically went back, she was underpowered, and they totally unnerfed her heal. Now, here's the problem. You might notice that since healing debuffs have been nerfed now twice, Yuumi's heal is less mana to heal the same amount. This might be balanced, but this is a horrible decision and made her quite unfun to fight because she's even less reliant on her shield now, and there's even less ways to deal with her heal. It sort of has just made her quite unfun. I guarantee you they should have buffed up her shield, not her heal. Okay, so this was just a poor decision from Riot. I don't know what they were thinking. This was a bad idea. This is a really bad idea, Riot. You shouldn't have totally unnerfed her heal to literally she now heals more because healing debuffs got nerfed. That was a poor decision, Riot. As for Soraka, I don't know what's going on there. Some people are just annoyed at Soraka. Her healing got completely slashed into the ground. She's not doing that much worse than she was before the patch, but she is doing worse. So I'm not really sure what they're doing here. They're just nerfing her heal. That's it. That's all they're doing. So that's it. That's for this patch. That's what they're doing. Tomorrow we might go over when they do these specific changes. We might talk more about them. But I just figured let's talk about what they're doing right here. So that's it. Remember to support me on Patreon. The link is in the description. You can join me on Patreon and support me for as little as $3 a month. It helps me immensely. Special shout out to my YouTube members. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for liking, for subscribing. Make sure to like the video and leave a comment on anything that you are thinking about. So thank you everybody for being here, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.